MotoGP mainstay Qatar's Lusail circuit celebrated its two-decade tenure with a thrilling Formula One race weekend that had the lot. Starting with 2024's final sprint, which McLaren's Oscar Piastri won on the line after his teammate Lando Norris defied orders to move over and repay the favor from Brazil. But Sunday's Grand Prix belonged to four-time World Champion-elect Max Verstappen, who stayed out of trouble in a chaotic triple safety car-affected race for his 9th win of the season and first drive victory since Spain in late June. Verstappen, who started second after a one-place grid penalty for driving too slowly on the cooldown lap and impeding Mercedes' George Russell, finished 6 seconds up on Ferrari's Charles Leclerc. The Red Bull pilot, incensed by his penalty, had a great start, as did Norris from P3, and the pair overtook pole sitter Russell into turn 1 for a huge blockbuster fight at the front. Lando and I were just within 1.8 seconds of each other the whole time, pushing each other, and honestly, it was a lot of fun out there, Verstappen said. But Norris's chance at a first win since Singapore went begging on lap 30 after he failed to lift for double-waved yellow flags on the main straight to warn of a dropped mirror from Alex Albon's Williams. The stewards handed Norris a 10-second stop-and-go penalty and 3 penalty points after they determined that the double-waved yellow flags and yellow lights were clearly visible to him. The brutal penalty dropped Norris to the back, but he recovered to 10th, with 2 points scored after he secured the bonus point for the fastest lap. Ferrari kept its chances at a first Constructors' title since 2008 alive to the Abu Dhabi finale after it got Leclerc to the podium and teammate Carlos Sainz to 6th following a puncture that required an entire lap on a flat front left tire. Dragging the car for an entire lap led to some damage, and the car felt a bit off, making things difficult for the last stint, he said. It was a similar situation at Mercedes, where Lewis Hamilton was also affected by the sharp debris on the straight, but he also took 2 penalties for a false start and pit lane speeding to come home in 12th. While teammate Russell finished 4th, despite a slow 7-second stop due to a problem with his right rear tire, ahead of Pierre Gasly, who has proven resurgent at Alpine. Aston Martin's lack of straight-line speed was very frustrating to Fernando Alonso, but the Spaniard came home 7th for his first point since the Singapore Grand Prix. While Sauber scored its maiden points of 2024 after Zhou Guanyu came home 8th, just ahead of Haas's Kevin Magnussen. Finally scoring some points feels like a huge reward for all the hard work and resilience we've shown this season, he said. To the drivers' standings, and while Verstappen can't be challenged, the fight for second is on with just 8 points separating Norris from Leclerc. The Hulk in 10th is just 1 point ahead of Gasly. Onto the Constructors, where just 21 points separate great Formula One marques McLaren and Ferrari. Red Bull is now out of the running. Alpine has leapfrogged Haas for 6th place. Thanks for watching. To stay up to speed on all things Formula One, make sure you hit the subscribe button.